Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. A couple of weeks ago, I showed you guys how to scrape this table from Yahoo Finance with key statistics. And in today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you guys how to calculate enterprise value over EBITDA. Since the one provided here has a lag time of a couple of days, we're going to use the table right below to get the number of shares outstanding. We have EBITDA. We have total cash and total debt. I'll recommend this tutorial that I did on getting these tables at the very end. And by using that script, we can go ahead and scrape these tables for basically any ticker that we want. All that I really did was replace line 47 with 49 through 51 so that I have a more complete list of the tickers I wanted to scrape data for. This does take a while to run since I had a list of over 10,000 tickers. Now from this script, we will get two tables. One will be all stats and all fund, which are the data we saw on the website. So all fund gets that first table. And here we see the symbols. Some don't have data, so it'll go ahead and return NAs. For stats, we'll get the rest of the tables all in one data frame. So I'm going to go ahead and use this table to calculate the ratio. Another thing I wanted to add was a table with the sector and industry. And I show you how to create this list in my SEC API tutorial. And all that is just a table with the major group, division, and industry for different tickers. So now that we have that loaded up, I need to get the most current quote for all the tickers in stats in order for us to calculate the most up-to-date market cap. And we're going to save that in table. And from table, we can see that not all stocks traded on the same day, meaning some are illiquid or defunct. So I need to get rid of those. And I'll do that by formatting this trade time column, returning it as a date, and dropping those that do not match the current date. So if we run this block and we take a look at table again, we're only going to see stocks that traded on 4/6. So it's a little bit more condensed. And now from here, I created a function to turn abbreviated amounts that have K, M, or B into numeric values. So I'll go ahead and run that. Now, in order to calculate the ratio, we're just going to pass in the stock into this function. We're going to subset our stats data frame to only that stock. We're going to subset our table with the current quote and the last traded price. From there, I'm just going to extract from the table the number of shares outstanding, the total debt, and the total cash. And for each of these, we use format K and B so that we ensure we're returning numerical values. Now we're just going to multiply the closing price by the number of shares outstanding to get the market cap, and I'm going to add the total debt to the market cap and subtract total cash to get the enterprise value. After we assign that, we're going to get the EBITDA the same way we got total cash and total debt. And then I'm just going to go ahead and divide the enterprise value by EBITDA to get our ratio. I'm also going to be adding the 52-week high and the percentage to the 52-week high from the closing price, along with the major group. And then finally, we're just going to combine all these values. I'm going to add the run date as a column and return the table. So I'm going to go ahead and run this function. Now I'm going to pass my list of tickers into that function and only return those without an error. So we'll go ahead and run that. Since this returns a list, I need to row bind all my results, and I'm going to use rbind list. And I'm also going to be formatting the column classes to ensure that these returned as numeric. So I'll go ahead and run this block. And we can go ahead and take a look at that table. As you can see, some of these values were not available for certain tickers, but for the most part, you'll see the stock or symbol, the closing price, the number of shares outstanding, total debt, total cash, market cap, the enterprise value, EBITDA, EV over EBITDA, the 52-week high, and the percentage to the 52-week high from the closing price, along with the major group and the run date. From here, you can analyze by major group, we can subset by market cap, and then create some sort of ranking system, which is what I'll be doing in my Patreon, where I will have the script available. But this concludes this tutorial, guys. I hope this was useful information. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.